Hello out there, all my darling phoenixes, and welcome to another episode of Story Time. Thank you for joining me today. I am Daniela Langford, founder and head coach here at ReDesign Your Life Forever. And today we are going to be talking about something pretty fun. We're going to be talking about 5 signs that you are waking up. Now, what the heck does that mean, waking up? Well, as you probably know, we've talked about it, started talking about it a lot in the group, is that the world is going through its transformation. On a spiritual, energetic, metaphysic level, the earth herself is graduating, okay? She is going through her evolution. She is going to her next step. And we, like the fleas on the dog's back, not to demean us, but I mean, in the world in comparison, big, small, we're going along for the ride, all right? So if we are here at this time, chances are that your soul chose to be here at this time. And chances are, 100% guaranteed that your soul chose to be here at this time for this event. So we are going to up level. And if we are starting to practice love and compassion, understanding, we're towards ourselves, towards others, we are definitely going to start seeing some signs that this evolution, this graduation is gearing up. Okay. So these are actually fun for me. Anytime I see or experience any of these things, or any of my clients, share celebrations of experiencing these things, it gives me the best feeling in the world, because I know that, again, we are soul guided. We've got a purpose. We're here. It's happening. It is happening right now. And those are the signs. When you get them, it's just confirming that. It's just going, hey, that's right. You're in the right place. This is the right time. This is what's happening. Let's go. So what are those 5 signs? And I've got my little paper right here just to make sure I don't forget any. But those 5 signs, they come in many forms. There are many signs, okay? So these 5 are just ones that personally I have experienced, or that I know a lot of other people experience also. So of course, your individual experience, it might be a little bit different. And if there's anything that I haven't mentioned that you're experiencing, please feel free to throw that in the comments and we can have a chat about it, because I love hearing more about what others are going through and what their experiences are and what kind of signs that they're getting, because technically, we are living in a magical wonderland of time. Now, it looks crazy and shitty on the outside. Understandable, okay? There's a lot of crazy, weird, chaotic things going on right now. The planet herself, lots of volcanoes, God rest Hawaii and Nicaragua or Guatemala. I'm so sorry, I can't remember. But do you know what I'm saying? The world, she is going through her change and we are coming along with her. So these are some of the signs that you are going to experience. So the first one that I like to touch on, that pretty much everybody gets, are those synchronistic and angelic numbers. Now, I've done, I believe, a video and a series of posts on what they mean, like when you get 111, 333, so on and so on. There are also personal numbers that you'll get, like your birthdays, anniversaries, your children's birthdays or parents, even your best friends, your significant other. All of these numbers that are special to you will start to show up for you in your life. License plates, the clock, addresses, on house numbers that you pass by and you are just guided, like you're almost kind of like something, forces your head to like look at the number and it's like, boom, here, there you go. This is your confirmation. And for me, I really use those numbers as, regardless of what they are, because of course there are specific and different meanings for each set of numbers that, particularly that the message may be trying to convey. But at least for me, on the fly, just anytime I'm seeing those numbers anywhere, really it's just telling me that I'm on the right track, doing the right thing, or having the right mentality. Sometimes it'll happen where I think a thought and then boom, numbers. And it's like, yep, thank you for that confirmation, kind of thing, right? Right? Or, into inner, because it's, one and the same. So another one that you're going to get is ringing in the ears. Now, that is a crazy one because also, people like to tell you, oh, if you hear ringing in your ears, that means you're going deaf. Well, yes, that may be true if we listen to a lot of loud music as a teenager. But but there comes to be a point, right, where it's way too obvious that it's not you losing your hearing. It's only in one ear or the other. Now, there are some differences between left and right, and we can do a video on that as well if you are interested, but there can be differences. So, but anytime I hear the ringing, particularly in my right ear, again, I know that's confirmation. I know that indeed not only is confirmation, but is my guides, either, ascended masters or my own higher self, trying to actually actively put through a message of some kind. It's almost kind of like you're getting the frequency of the radio station. You just can't quite hear what they're saying. Or sometimes you get the download. Super awesome when you get the download, right? So what is another one here? Oh yes, mini waking prophecy. I love when this happens. So many waking prophecy, many of us have dream prophecy where we will be able to perceive timelines in our own future or the future of our family and friends, possibly even the world itself. I've known people who are able to see both timelines that are diverging, that are going to be diverging, that they're able to see both. And they actually were very freaked out by it, which I could imagine that you would imagine that they would be. And they're like, why? Which one is real? It's like, we don't know. We're going to find out. But having waking prophecy is things like, you're driving down the road and, you see somebody, waiting there at the stop sign, and it's like, they don't quite have enough time really to pull out in front of you and you not have to slow down, but they're going to do it anyway. But something in the back of your mind tells you, it's like, oh, that person's going to pull out in front of me. Bam, they do it. It can really be something as simple as that. Or, you're standing there in the cafeteria at work and you're like, oh, that person's going to drop their cup. And there it goes. It's when you get these flashes of intuition, when you get flashes of the timeline, almost, 3 to 5 to 10 seconds just before it happens. And then if you can catch yourself realizing that you just called it, for lack of a better word, amazing feeling. And it also helps bring you into tune with your intuition and your higher self anytime you can recognize those moments. So what is another one? Ooh, this is a good one. Searching for and longing, feeling the longing to find your tribe. Okay? We are all born into soul groups. Some of us roll together. Peace. Some of us come in on other people's soul groups in an effort to assist and serve them in some way, and they us. But we aren't necessarily originally all from the same soul group. I mean, obviously, originally we are. But do you know what I'm saying? So, like for instance, I am technically not actually a part of my parents' soul group. So I'm kind of like, a left fielder. And so I'm not actually a part of my parents' soul group. Technically, they have a group of people that they roll with, and it has been very clear to me as I've gone through my own life that there is a very different, separate group of souls that I roll with, and they're on different spectrums. Interestingly enough, the masculine, feminine spectrum, we're on different parts of the spectrum from each other. So in my case, that has provided a lot of opportunity for catalyst. For a personal catalyst, to, for challenge and struggle and when you butt heads, like what choices do you make there? So, when I say opportunities for, challenge and stuff like that, it's like, it's, the universe giving you a choice. Are you going to react positively, or are you going to react negatively? I was saying negatively and positively, but that is a whole kit and caboodle unto itself. But the thing is that you start longing to find your soul group. If you haven't found them yet, if you haven't started picking them out, of the populace, so to speak. Because let me tell you something, the people that are in your soul group, you'll find them. They're out there. And more often than not, they are some of your best friends. They are the people that you feel the most intimate, not necessarily sexually intimate, but intimate closeness feelings with. And, you know, for me, this is like, I've got several sister friends, soul sisters, that I really truly believe in my heart of hearts that we are of the same soul group, because, you know, we met at work. You know, often you do, you meet at work, you know, things bring you together in that sense. And it was instant. It was absolutely instant. You know, we started sitting down and talking to each other like we've known each other our whole lives. And that's kind of one of those indicators of, you know, meeting one of your soul tribe. So that is one of the signs that you're starting to wake up, is that you are, you know, looking for and searching for your tribe, looking for your people, looking for people who understand the experiences that you are going through. So that is our number 4. And I want to say number 5 is a goody but hardcore one. I want to say hardcore, but it can have some very super unpleasant, you know, turnabouts, is that our bodies will actually start to react. And as we go higher and higher into vibration, as we become more and more awake, as we unplug from the matrix more and more, our bodies are going to start to respond. And they're going to start to respond by being allergic to the foods that irritate us. Allergic to the foods that are not high vibratory. Now, what are those foods? The foods that are not high vibratory and that are not, you know, conducive to evolution and graduation are things like your junk foods, all your processed foods, all these GMOs, all of these things, Monsanto. I'm not going to get into Monsanto. But, you know what I'm saying? All of these things that, you know, people, you know, supposedly have been telling you about for all of this time, there's a reason that they've been telling you about it. You know, why on Christ's great earth, not that it's his, you know, has everyone all of a sudden gotten a gluten allergy? Literally. All of a sudden, literally in the last 20 years, just a crop, like a massive crop of so many people going through gluten allergy. I mean, yes, they've been messing with our food, but some people seem to have a tolerance to it. Some people, they blow up like balloons. It makes them sick. It literally makes them physically ill to eat these things. And they don't understand why. That's because your body is realigning itself to a higher level of vibration. As the earth is going through her changes, we have come here at this time to do the same. So our bodies are going to start to respond, whether we like it or not. Ask me how I know. Now, luckily, I haven't totally developed a gluten intolerance, but I can definitely tell the difference in how I feel, how my digestive tract works, even like how much I break out or things like that. All of this, I can definitely tell a difference between when I eat foods that are high vibration, which are foods that are more alive, like fruits and vegetables that you pluck right off of the plant, and, you know, that is the highest vibration you could get, is to grow your own food and to, you know, love and nurture that food and then get, you know, and then get to imbibe of its energy. That is the high vibrational food. And, you know, organic and non-GMO is as close as you can get to that without growing it and making it and grinding it yourself. But I've definitely noticed a difference when I've tried like gluten-free pastas that are made, you know, with almond flour and things of that nature. I can tell the difference in my body. And this is something that did not used to be so. Let me tell you. We used to be able to kill pizzas. Just kill them. Too large, just kill them. No problem. Now, I think about it and I'm like, oh, God, get me, you know, like I love pizza, but it's like, I can't kill that. I can't kill it anymore. You know, it makes me blow up, makes me a boo, you know. So if you are experiencing any of these 5 things, which of course, I mean, this is just the start. These are just 5 things. There are so many more things. And if you're going through more, I would love to hear about it. But these are some of the 5 things that I have noticed are kind of the top 5 things that people will start to notice that they are going through some sort of change, that there's something different happening with them. And that, for me, is the sign that you're waking up. So thank you, my Phoenixes, for hanging out with me. Thank you for joining me. I will see you later. I love you all. Mwah.